fission literally means breaking. So in some unicellular organism, the cell breaks into two and as a result, two new organisms are formed. Let's begin with the simplest, amoeba. It is unicellular, eukaryotic and has no shape. The mode of reproduction in amoeba is known as binary fission. The procedure is very simple. The cell grows, elongates, first the nucleus divides and then the cell. The direction is not specific since amoeba has no specific shape. But what if the organism has a specific shape? What if it also has a shape specific structure like Leishmania? This has an elongated shape with a flagella at one end. Now, if it divides horizontally, the flagella would stay with one progeny, the other will not receive any flagella. And this is not how it should happen. The Leishmania first develops a second flagella and then divides into two longitudinally so that each progeny gets one flagella. Then there are some organisms that are in a great hurry to increase their number. Organisms which replicate inside our body to cause diseases. Example, Plasmodium, the causal organism of malaria. These organisms form many cells in a single division. How do they do that? Their nuclei divides repeatedly, forming many nuclei. Then each nucleus forms its own cell membrane and then the original cell bursts, releasing the many cells forms inside, thus forming so many cells simultaneously so that it is able to launch a stronger attack on our cells. This type of division is known as multiple fission. This was about unicellular organisms. Do you think multicellular organisms can reproduce by a process similar to fission? To be able to answer this, let's take some pond water which is greenish in color. Now pick some green material from this and place it on a slide. See this under a microscope. You will see green filamentous structures like these. These are very simple multicellular organisms known as Spirogyra. They have a filament-like or ribbon-like body where all the cells are similar. So if some part of their body accidentally breaks, it forms another Spirogyra. This is known as fragmentation. Can you see how this is similar to fission in amoeba or Leishmania? But this is only possible because all cells in Spirogyra are similar. There is no differentiation or division of labor. To answer this, you need to think, how are you different from Spirogyra, or how is the mango plant different from Spirogyra? At biological level, all these three organisms are multicellular. But as we just discussed, in Spirogyra, all cells are alike. In humans or mango plant, cells are differentiated. They are grouped into tissues, and as you studied last year, each tissue performs a specific function. So there are cells for support, cells for transport of water and food, cells for photosynthesis and cells for growth. Then logically, there should be cells for reproduction too. In multicellular organisms, there are specialized cells for reproduction. They cannot reproduce through fragmentation because they have cellular differentiation. Any fragment cannot regenerate all the different tissue types. Now, re means again and generate means to make or to produce. So regeneration is to produce again. If body part of an organism is broken or detached, it can make a new organism from that body part. This occurs in simple organisms like Hydra or flatworms, that is also known as planaria. So how is fragmentation different from regeneration in terms of reproduction? In fragmentation, any part of body accidentally broken and forms a new organism, whereas in regeneration, specialized cells detach, divide, they form a mass of cells, and these different cells undergo changes to become various cell types and tissues. Fragmentation is usually accidental, while regeneration involves an organized sequence of development. Another mode of asexual reproduction is budding. This can be considered as a special type of regeneration. Let's see how. A group of cells at a specific location start to divide. They form a mass of undifferentiated cells. This mass of cells undergoes organization to form tissue, that is, development or differentiation occurs. These organized cells form a new organism. So this is how budding occurs in Hydra. Now can you see the similarity? Budding is a common mode of asexual reproduction in Hydra. With this, we come to the end of this session. These are some questions for your practice. Wish you all the best. Bye-bye.